Hey, Lewis.
Yeah?
You know what I'd really like right now?
What?
Some cheese.
I like cheese.
You know, with COVID-19 right now, it feels like it's impossible to get cheese.
Yeah. Like, how did the early Americans make cheese? Like, did they get, like, toenail cheese, or did people make cheese?
Where did cheese come from?
I really don't know.
How do you make your own cheese?
No, yeah, that's...
I mean...
Maybe!
I can make cheese!
Can you
Can
make
you make us some
Can
cheese?
you make some mozzarella?
toenail cheese?
Like, Culver's curds?
I am Meredith Peterson, and I'm going to show you how to make homemade cheese in the early 19th century. So the earliest colonists brought cheese to America, and soon cheese became very regional. So most early American cheese was made at home to be eaten at home or sold at the markets. Early on, the most popular cheese was somewhat like cheddar. So everything changed when in 1891 Jesse Williams created the first American cheese factory. So now cheese could be mass produced and regulated. Here I'm going to show you how to make homemade cheese, which provides a way to use all the milk that you get from your cow and gives you a milk product year-round when your cows aren't giving milk. So the cheese I'm making is a farmhouse hard cheese. So first you put your gallon of milk in your pot. And this is fresh from the cow, but since I can't get mine fresh, I have to add a little bit of buttermilk to make sure that it has some good bacteria in it. Now I'm heating the milk up to 85 degrees or so, and then it will be time to put the rennet in. Okay, so that feels like the right temperature now, so it would be time to add the rennet. The rennet is the lining of a young calf's stomach. And it has the right enzymes that you need to coagulate the milk. And that means to clump together the milk to make it hard. So what you do is you cut a tiny piece of rennet and you soak it in water for overnight or so, and then you would pour it into your milk. But I don't have any rennet, so I will be adding vinegar, which hopefully will do the same thing. So you can see it's clumping together a little bit. So now since I've stirred it up, I'm going to cover it with a cheesecloth for an hour and a half.
What does that do?
It keeps the flies away. So at this point, you should have a nice smooth layer of curd at the top, but I don't because I use vinegar, so mine will be more of a soft cheese. So what you would do then is slice the cheese, then let it sit for a little while, and then heat it up while crumbling the cheese to get little small curd pieces. But but mine is already like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and strain the cheese. Stop! It looks like but look, it's the whey is draining out. That stuff is called whey. Siblings. Okay, so now is the draining out.
Look at the way.
That is a nice way there.
Down there, that's the way.
Yeah.
And these are the curds.
It's pretty
Like little
yellow
Miss Muffet
because-
sat on her tuffet eating her
Look at-
curds and whey. Oh, that looks like cottage cheese. Doesn't
Guys.
smell like cottage cheese.
Okay.
Hey, squeeze it.
Okay, then we can twist it and squeeze out all the way.
Squeeze it all the way.
Squeeze it out all the way. It's very warm.
Ooh.
That makes it disgusting.
Yeah, we're just gonna squeeze it. Oh yeah, it's really warm there. It's really warm.
Okay.
Now we're going to release the cheese into a bowl.
Ooh.
And we're going to break it up with our hands. And add some salt. Okay, now you have your salt and you're going to mix it into your cheese. That just feels real nice. So at this point you would put the cheese in a little cheese wheel mold, and you would be able to put it into a cheese press, which would get all the extra whey out if there was any. And then you take the wheel of cheese and let it sit on the shelf for about 3 months. And that would make it edible. And it would be a good cheese for grating and putting it on your pizza or your nachos.
Yeah.
We're gonna taste the cheese. My honest first reaction. So good.
I think you should leave the cheese making to that guy in 1891 with his factory.
This is a cheese hoop. If you were making hard cheese, you would put the cheese inside of it. Then you would press the cheese in a cheese press, making it firm. This forms a wheel of cheese. Here are my sources. Thanks for watching.
Mozzarella, Colby Jack, Gouda, more mozzarella, pecorino,
I just love cheese.
cream cheese. Oh, I am so glad that we trained
It's raining cheese.
Meme how to make all this cheese.
Thank you.
Who would want to even live without cheese?
I don't know. It's raining cheese.